For the longest time, when we thought about campus safety, what came to mind? Maybe a well-lit path or one of those blue emergency phones. But what about the safety of a student who's about to meet someone for the first time from a dating app, maybe miles away from campus? That's the new normal. And frankly, the old tools just weren't built for that. So in this explainer, we're going to dig into this digital safety gap and talk about a proactive solution that's actually designed for the way students live today. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at the new challenges facing campus safety and this really critical prevention gap that's opened up. Then we'll introduce a tool called Cray and show exactly how it fills that gap, not just for dating, but for a student's entire social life. And finally, we'll explore what a partnership with a university actually looks like. Now, let's be really clear about something. Universities are absolutely dedicated to keeping their students safe, but the world has completely changed. The place where students meet and interact isn't just the campus quad anymore. It's Tinder, it's Facebook Marketplace, it's this whole world of digital-first connections. I mean, think about the classic safety tools, the blue light phones, the campus escort services, and look, those are fantastic for things that happen on campus, but they're almost totally disconnected from the reality of a modern student's life, which is all about meeting strangers from dating apps, finding roommates online, or even just buying a used textbook from someone you've never met, and it's all happening way off campus. And this disconnect, it creates what we call the proactive prevention gap. It's that really crucial time between when a student first starts talking to someone online and when something bad might happen. It's a space where, historically, the university has had zero visibility. The real problem is pretty simple when you boil it down. Most campus safety tools are reactive. Campus security, Title IX offices, counseling services, they are all designed to kick in after an incident has already happened. But what if you could give students the power to prevent that incident from ever happening in the first place? And we're not talking about a niche problem here. Just look at this number, over 70%. That's how many student social interactions now begin online and take place off campus. The vast majority of a student's social life is happening in a total blind spot for traditional campus safety measures. So here's the bottom line. Students are out there navigating this world of online to offline meetups, but they're doing it without a modern safety toolkit. This creates a really dangerous safety gap, leaving them vulnerable right at the moment they need to be making the smartest decisions. And that is exactly where Cray comes in. It's a proactive safety platform that was literally built to close that gap. The whole idea is to empower students with crucial information before they ever agree to meet someone, putting them back in the driver's seat. So the first layer of this is something called the Cray score. The best way to think about it is like a behavioral analysis tool for relationships. It's really a cognitive toolkit that helps a student analyze over 70 potential red flags, things related to communication, boundaries, honesty. It's all about learning to spot the patterns of unhealthy dynamics before they can escalate. Then you've got the schemer score. Now, this one is a lot more specialized. It's designed specifically to detect patterns of behavior tied to exploitation. We're talking about things like romance scams, financial manipulation, or someone who's love bombing you but has a hidden agenda. This tool is all about identifying the intentional bad actor before they can cause any harm. But it goes beyond just analyzing behavior. Cray also provides some really critical verification tools. With Catfish Check, a student can run a phone number to check for fraud risk and help see if a person is who they say they are. And Offender Check allows them to do a private search of public, state-level sex offender registries. So when you put it all together, what you see is a multi-layered safety strategy. You have the behavioral insights from the scores, and you combine that with real-world verification from the checks. It's a truly comprehensive, proactive toolkit that works with a student's own intuition and judgment. Okay, so we've got behavioral insights, we've got real-world verification. That is obviously incredibly valuable for dating, right? But what's really interesting is that the applications for this are so much broader. This is actually about total social safety for a student's entire connected life. So let's just pause and think about that for a second. Beyond dating, where else in a student's daily life are they interacting with people they met online first? Where could a tool like this be absolutely essential? Well, a student can use it to vet a potential roommate they found on a message board. They can use it to feel safer about meeting up with a stranger to buy a textbook. It can help them check out a social media connection that just feels a little bit off, or even size up a new study partner. Really, it's a safety tool for any situation where an online connection is about to move into the real world. Okay, so this is obviously a huge win for students. It equips them for the world they actually live in. But what's in it for the university itself? Well, a partnership offers some really tangible strategic benefits that address the realities of a modern campus. Let's start with the big one, reducing institutional liability. By providing a modern, proactive prevention tool like this, a university is demonstrating a clear, good faith effort to protect its students before anything bad happens. This isn't just launching another program, it's fundamentally strengthening the safety posture of the entire institution. And the benefits just ripple out from there. It helps the university fulfill its duty of care in this digital age. It gives them a concrete answer when parents and trustees ask what they're doing about online safety. It's a digital tool that, students will actually use. It also directly supports Title IX prevention efforts by reducing risk exposure right from the start. And what's really key, its impact is measurable through adoption metrics. So this really leaves us with one crucial question for every administrator out there. In an age where your students' social lives all start online, what are you actively doing to address this new frontier of safety? Providing students with a proactive tool to navigate this world, it's just not an option anymore. It's a flat-out necessity. If you want to learn more about how a partnership could really augment your existing safety programs, you can book a free consultation.